Hello guys and girls, this is Kentake. Let's take a closer look this time on the Beast Mastery Hunter on the Battle for Azeroth beta server. First off, let's talk about the pet changes. Now all pets, each and every pet deals the same amount of damage. All you have to do is to choose which utilities you would like to use with them. So it totally depends on the situation. If you want a Bloodlust, then you should choose Ferocity. If you want some damage reduction, then you should take Tenacity. And if you want some crowd control and increased movement speed, then take Cunning. First, let's take a look on the abilities. I will just notify you when something's missing or when something's changed. I won't tell about any ability that hasn't changed. So, aspect of the cheetah, turtle, and so on, these are the same. Aspect of the wild, it's reduced in focus generation. It now generates 5 focus per second. It was 10 focus per second. Barb Shot is a new skill. It replaces Dire Beast exactly. I mean, in the rotation where you use Dire Beast, now you will use Barb Shot. And Barb Shot also reduces the remaining cooldown on Bestial Wrath. And White Coal will also proc Barbed Shot. Bestial Wrath, as I mentioned, its cooldown is reduced by Barbed Shot, which is a dot and a buff to your pet, and a focus generation tool to you. And with a talent, it will also be a critical strike buff to you. But we'll talk about that later. As going through here, we will see Cobra Shot. It is also changed. It now reduces the cooldown of kill command by 1 second, which is very important and very useful as well. As I said, you see here, C, D. As you see, there's no Dire Beast, but there's an option in the talents, which I will tell to you later, to use Dire Beast again. So, let's go on. Disengage is now just a leap backwards. Intimidation. It is now a baseline stun for BM Hunters. It is on a 1 minute cooldown and it stuns for 5 seconds, which is a rather huge stun. And the last, but not the least change, is that the Beast Cleave is now only 75% damage to nearby targets, which is a huge nerf. It is, as I remember, it is a 25% nerf, which is huge for AoE. But luckily, we got some AoE tools in the talents, so I don't think that we suffer too much because of these changes. So let's take a look on the talents now. The first row is between Killer Instincts, Animal Companion, and Dire Beast. As you see here, the Dire Beast option is still here. It is useful. Let's say it is useful, but I don't think it's the best option. Killer Instinct should be used when there is a DPS check on the boss below 35% health. So when you have to kill something very fast, then you should use Killer Instinct. In any other options, then there is Animal Companion, which makes you to summon an additional pet, like before in Legion, Hati, which will obey to your kill command, but do not use pet family abilities. So it will, I'll show you. Opa. Oops. It will melee, as you see here. It will melee and kill command. And that's just it, nothing else. Then the next row is Scent of Blood, One with a Pack, and Chimera Shot. This is just all about focus generation. Scent of Blood is a flat, weaker focus generating tool than Chimera Shot, so I don't recommend ever taking it One with the pack is good. It is competitive to Chimera Shot with the increased chance to reset the cooldown on Barb Shot. It could be very good, but I think for my playstyle, Chimera Shot is way better than the other option. Then the next row is Trailblazer, Natural Mending and Camouflage. Camouflage is just the same as it was. Trailblazer is a movement speed increase if you have not attacked for 3 seconds. I don't think it is really good. And Natural Mending is just a cooldown reduction for Exhilaration. Every 30 focus you spend reduces its cooldown by 1 second. It is very good, increases your survivability and self-healing. Level 60 roll, it will be about Venomous Bite or Murder of Crows. Depending on the situations, Thrill to Hunt is just not too good. It makes your Barb Shot to increase your critical strike chance by 3%, and it stacks to 3 times, but I don't think critical strike is a good stat for BM hunters in Battle for Azeroth, so this might not be a good talent. Venom's Bite makes Copper Shot reduce the cooldown on Bestial Wrath by 1 second, which means if you're Copper Shotting, you're reducing the cooldown on Bestial Wrath and Kill Command as well, which is a very good thing. So you get more frequent access to your main offensive cooldown Bestial Wrath. Murder of Crows is a huge damage. It is 8.8 thousand physical damage over 15 seconds, which is huge. Nothing hit this big in the game, as I think. And it is just flatly better than Venomous Bite, in my eyes. 75 roll, Born to be Wild, Post Haste and Binding Shot. Binding Shot is slightly nerfed because it's just roots now, not stuns. Post Haste is the same as it was. Born to be Wild is just a flat cooldown reduction on aspect of the cheetah and aspect of the turtle, which is also very good. I think it's situational, it will be between Born to be Wild or Binding Shot in most of the situations. You can choose. Level 90 roll is between Stomp, Barrage and Stampede. I think that Stampede is on a too long cooldown, so it doesn't worth generally to take. Stomp is just weaker than Barrage, because you can use Barb Shot every 11 seconds or 12 seconds. So this means that while you're shooting a barrage with 2000 per target damage, you use 2 stomps, which is only 1700, so it is 300 less than barrage in every situations, and barrage is generally covers a much larger area than stomp. So I think you should choose Barrage in every situation. Level 100 roll, it is Aspect of the Beast, Killer Cobra and Spitting Cobra. Spitting Cobra came from the Survival Hunter. It is very good, it increases your focus generation and also damages the target, while Spitting Cobra is up. Killer Cobra is the same as it was, while Bestial Wrath is active. Cobra Shot resets the cooldown and Kill Command. I don't think it will be used. I think if we want to have better access to kill commands and Bestial Wrath, then we will use Venomous Bites, but there's no sense to use Killer Cobra, since Cobra Shot already reduces the cooldown on kill command by 1 second, and the additional reduction is, I don't think it's worth it, because Aspect of the Beast deals a metric shit ton of additional damage, because your best damage dealing ability is your pet, no doubt about it. So let's see how it plays out. Just use all your abilities in an order you wish. Barrage it, Barb Shot it, stack it up. Use everything you got, every possible thing. There is another Barish. I should have used the end of the channel, but it doesn't really matter for me now. I just wanted to show you how it plays out. So basically that's it, basically. And as you can see here, most of my damage is from the pets and auto attack as well, because our Cobra Shot do way less damage, just as our Murder of Crows do way less damage than the pets. Barrage, Chimera Shot, Barb Shot also do weaker damage than the pets. So the most important thing is to, in the beginning of the expansion, is to increase the damage of pets, and that is the most easy way to do through Aspect of the Beast, because it is a flat 30% increase in your pet's damage, and it also increases the effects of your Predator's First, Endurance Staining, and Pathfinding passives, which are the pet family abilities, as you can see here. The pet talent abilities, I mean. So thanks guys for watching, I hope you enjoyed. I don't think it is a bad character, I just don't really enjoy playing BM Hunter right now. It might be tweaked to play better, but we will see at launch how it goes. Thanks for watching again, and have a good time. Bye bye!